The Detroit Lions are officially signing Michigan Panthers and all UFL kicker Jake Bates. After a historic season in the UFL, after finishing 6th in points scored in a league without extra points and finishing 3rd in MVP voting, Jake Bates becomes the first official UFL player to sign a professional NFL contract. Now, Jake Bates was a fan favorite on the Michigan Panthers a season ago. For an offense that wasn't able to get in the end zone consistently, a kicker with a long and consistent range was massive for the Michigan Panthers, going all the way to the UFL championship game. And unfortunately, they did lose that game. However, Jake Bates was a phenomenal player for the Michigan Panthers. Again, the best player on the team while being 3rd in the league in MVP voting. Taking a look at Jake Bates' 2024 season, Jake Bates went 17 of 22 in the UFL a season ago for the Michigan Panthers, hitting 2 for 2, 100% in the 20 to 29 yard range, 2 for 3, of course, missing just one kick in the 30 to 39 yard range, 7 for 7 in the 40 to 49 yard range, 6 for 10 on 50 plus. However, he did go 4 for 4 on 60 plus yard kicks. Those kicks, of course, being from 60 yards, 62, and 64, with at least 3 of those kicks being game winners from a season ago in the UFL. Now, Jake Bates is a really, really consistent kicker. He's a player that started off at North Texas and then transferred to, I believe, Arkansas State and never kicked for his college football team. He was a kickoff specialist only, has not kicked a football through the uprights since high school, as he went through college without doing so. He actually even got an NFL tryout with the Houston Texans, where he kicked 2 extra points of 3 attempts in the preseason, I believe in 2021. However, he just wasn't quite ready for the NFL yet, right? The Houston Texans weren't quite ready to give him that opportunity. Said, hey, you missed one of your 3 extra point attempts that you've attempted in the last 4 to 5 years. You probably aren't going to make this roster. So they ended up cutting him, but going to the UFL, getting this opportunity, his first kick since high school of a field goal attempt being a 60-plus yard game-winning attempt that he drilled through the center of the uprights. Jake Bates is a good medium-range kicker. He's a good short-range kicker. And honestly, he's a good long-range kicker. There's not a whole lot of risk when it comes to Jake Bates kicking in the NFL. And it's not like one of those situations where you go from college to the NFL where the uprights get smaller and it's a little more difficult to kick. Jake Bates did this on NFL fields, did this at Ford Field. So we already know what he can do at the NFL level, know what he can do with the NFL uprights. And honestly, a majority of the kicks that he missed came from outdoors. I believe Jake Bates was just 3 of 7 when kicking outside and kicking in the elements, which means he missed just a singular kick a season ago of his 22 from indoors and at Ford Field. Now, Jake Bates is, again, a very strong kicker. As I mentioned, 1 miss from indoors and 4 misses from outdoors make up for the 5 kicks that Jake Bates missed a season ago. But the good news for the Detroit Lions is that they do not play an outdoor game until week 14 of the NFL season, when they travel to Lambeau Field. They don't play in Soldier Field until late in the season. They don't play Lambeau Field until late in the season. And their 3rd outdoor game, again, is not until after week 14, meaning they will play indoors in a controlled environment with 0 elements affecting the kicks for the first 13 to 14 weeks of the NFL season, meaning that will not affect Jake Bates. It will not affect Jared Goff. It will not affect the team, the strategy, or anything like that, which is kind of becoming the Detroit Lions motto at this point is, hey, we play great indoors. But that is a big boost for Jake Bates, potentially a big reason why he sided with the Detroit Lions over the Packers and the Ravens is, yeah, in Green Bay, you're going to have to kick at Lambeau every other week. In Baltimore, you're going to have to kick outdoors in Maryland in the winter every other week. Whereas in Detroit, you're kicking indoors. You're kicking in a controlled environment. And we already know what Jake Bates is capable of doing at Ford Field. So with all of that being said, just a quick video talking about the newest Detroit Lions signing, the newest Detroit Lions kicker. He will now compete with Jake Bates as well. He will now compete with James Tucker as well as Michael Badgley for that kicking position. One of them likely makes the roster. One of them likely makes the practice squad. And one of them, unfortunately, is likely to be released. But with all of that being said, that is life for you guys today. Let me know down in the comments below who your favorite is for the kicking battle, who you think is going to make it out of this kicking battle with the starting job, who's going to go to the practice squad, and who is going to get flat out released from this roster. Be very curious what you guys have to say and what you guys think. But with all of that being said, that's all I got for you guys right now. Thank you all so very much for watching, and until next time, and as always, go Lions.